So it's just after 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. I'm sitting outside a supermarket. I've just had some lunch with the cat and the dog over here. They've been keeping me company. There's some more dogs over there as well. Lots of dogs here, but they're all pretty friendly. A lot of them have tags in their ears, so you can tell they've someone's watching out for them anyway. Yeah, but I thought I'd better do this video now, otherwise I'm never going to do it and then I'll be a day behind, which I don't want. So I'll quickly run through what happened yesterday and last night. So I set off after that video yesterday morning, camping on the beach, which was really awesome. And soon enough I was up back in the mountains again. I took some mountain roads off the coast, and then was quite high up. It was pretty awesome actually. I really enjoy riding up in the mountains like that, and I was riding through these little mountain villages, and it had this sense of remoteness that really reminded me of North India or Nepal. And I think just the remoteness of it, and just like riding through these like winding desert like mountain roads with desert kind of landscapes with only a few villages like sparsely scattered between them. It really helped build that sense of adventure which I really craving. So I really appreciated that part of it actually. And shortly at around 11 o'clock I stopped at this little cafe which was kind of overlooking the coast from the top of the mountain, and I had a Turkish coffee there, and they brought it out on this like silver platter with like really like ornate carvings in the cup. Well, there's a cup holder for the coffee cup with some little like Turkish sweets. It was just really well presented. I really enjoyed it, so I took a picture of it and I sat there and enjoyed my coffee as I watched out over the coast, which was really just as awesome as it sounds really. And I always have this kind of duality between coast and mountains, and as I'm sure many people can appreciate, feel the same way, that the ocean is so beautiful in many ways. It gives you this sense of smallness and a sense of wonder, looking out and seeing the vastness that is out there, that's to be discovered, and so much more than yourself. Gives you a sense of being humble, and as a diver and someone who's worked on the water a little bit, I understand. I have a greater appreciation for all those things. But the mountains, of course, also give you that sense of humbleness, because they can be very treacherous, and there's just very rugged landscapes. It's very dramatic with the really high mountain peaks, and then contrasting that with the valleys as well. And it takes you a lot of effort to get up to the top, and then coming down is your reward. And so there's like much to love about both landscapes. So I still don't really understand which one I prefer more, but I guess because I'm sticking to the coast mostly, it's probably the coast. Although that does have something to do with the fact that it's really hard to lug a probably 30 kilo bike up the mountain, so that I'm a bit biased in that sense. But I continued down the mountains and went through a bunch of other smaller towns, and people were really friendly and waving and honking their horns as they were driving past and waving and stuff. So again, it felt like it was more of an adventure, I guess, where people were like kind of more surprised to see you. And eventually I got back down to the beach and was looking for somewhere to stop and have lunch. And I found this, it was like an abandoned like resort, and they had all these tables set up on the beach, and they actually had showers as well, and there was just no one there. So I stopped and I had a swim, and quite chilly, probably about, I don't know, 15, 16 degrees or something in the water. Probably a bit more than that, to be honest, but it was cold. And yeah, just it's like a baptism, just washing away all the filth from the last few days and being reborn again. It's exhilarating and I love it, and I'll do it again when I start feeling filthy. And then I was able to have a shower, so wash all the salt off, and then I had a bit of lunch. And then as I was having lunch, I was starting to feel quite sleepy, so I had a bit of a nap. And then when I woke up, there was like a bunch of families around me, Turkish families who had set up their own little camp on the beach, and they were having lunch together as well, which was really nice. And I thought, well, this is, I'm being a hobo again, it's probably time for me to get going. So I packed up and I was back on the road. And at this point I was getting close to a camp which I had actually talked to on Warm Showers, and they'd said I could come and stay with them that night. But it was still only like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I thought, well, I'll probably keep going, but I should at least like stop in and say hi, and tell them that I'm not going to stay there tonight. And so I went in, and it was a really beautiful sight, and I was looking around just to see who, like, if the owner was there. And he comes out, and I said, yeah, I've been talking to someone on Warm Showers, and he goes, oh yeah, it's me, that's Shahan. And he was very welcoming straight away. We shook hands, and he was just like, all right, so you have a tent, you can put your tent wherever you want. Such and such is the shower over there. There's places to sit over there. You can come into the kitchen and make yourself lunch, all this stuff. And at that point, like, I felt like the decision had been made for me. I wasn't going to keep going after I'd been welcomed so welcomingly. So I was like, yeah, okay. So I just set up my tent, and Shahan introduced me to his work colleague, or maybe it was his girlfriend. I'm not really sure. But she was in the common area, which was like this massive yurt style building, which Shahan had constructed over 20 years ago. He's been there for that long, and there's a lot of history on the campground, which is really cool. And so we went into the yurt, and Emre was in there working on her laptop, and so her and Shahan have been planning this big show they're doing in Istanbul in a week. Shahan's actually an opera singer, although I wouldn't guess it from looking at him, but I was really keen to hear him sing actually, but he didn't. And Emre does a bunch of things, I think, but she does some like fire twirling with the dragon stuff and juggling and other things like that. So they're planning a big performance in the next week. So they're doing some work for that, and so we chatted for an hour or so, and then I ended up going down to the market and picking up some food for dinner. Came back and watched the sunset on the beach with the dogs, and had just had some food and a can of Coke. And just, let out a big sigh of relief. It's just so nice to be in a welcoming place, and just to be able to relax and have the rest of the afternoon off. And that evening we all had dinner together, which was really nice. Wasn't anything fancy, but it was like just a Turkish style salad with some burek and other things they baked up in the oven, and we had some stuffed peppers and yogurt. It was just a really nice basic Turkish style meal. And we chatted about many things. I asked him lots of questions about Turkish history and the relationship with Greece, and how to say various things in Turkish, and was tried to be very open with my ignorance, which there is quite a lot of. So we had lots to talk about, and then later in the evening, Shahan's friend, who I didn't quite get his name, but he came and joined us, and we had a few beers, and Emre went to bed, but we kept going, the three boys, and yeah, we just chatted for a while. It was really nice. Just so nice just to be welcomed into this place, which was really nice vibes right on the beach. And oh yeah, Emre showed me how to do some tricks with the dragon staff, which was cool. Though I wasn't very good. I think I need lots more practice, but yeah, it was fun to learn these kind of things. Then eventually went to bed, and so this morning we all woke up a little bit late. I was up by 7:30, but the others didn't get up until, I don't know, 9 or 9:30 or something, and then we had a late breakfast together, which was really pleasant. And yeah, eventually I decided to set off. Emre was asking me, is it normal that you only stay one night in each place? And I said, well, yeah, typically. And she said, is it a rule? And I said, well, it's not a rule, but I came here to ride my bike, so I like to ride my bike. It's, if there was a bit more happening, and they were pretty busy planning for their performance and stuff, so I didn't really want to get in their way. But Shahan did tell me that I could stay, as many nights as I wanted, which was so nice of him, just to welcome someone like that. And yeah, it feels good. It feels good being welcome and accepted so quickly, especially with someone who has such a different background to you. So it was just a really nice evening and really nice morning, and a bit sad to leave, but yeah, I think there wouldn't have been much reason for me to stay. And looking forward to continuing up the coast today. There's been a few hills already this morning, and probably a few more this afternoon, and not sure what's going to happen after that, so I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, Shahan and Emre, for hosting me last night. It was awesome. It made my week in Turkey, so I hope to have many more experiences like that, and I hope to see you guys in Istanbul. So cheers.